Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy here with my 2005 Honda Element, which I have removed the door card. I have also removed this harness that runs from the door through this area, and then there's a connector right up under there. Give you some light. There's a connector right up under there that it plugs into. The problem I was having is my power windows would stop working intermittently. And that's both power windows, not just the driver's side, but the passenger side. Both windows would go out. Initially, I thought it was a switch problem. I put the new switch in. It really didn't fix it. Then I found what I felt was voltage drop, and I chased that down to some green gunk down inside that connector there that I cleaned up. And then the problem persisted, and partly because of my own laziness, because I didn't want to go in and inspect these wires to see if there was an issue, which is exactly what I found. And the reason I found it was because I noticed that with the door closed, the windows would not work. But whenever I opened the door, I could get the windows to work. That led me to believe that there was something in this joint which flexes as you open and close the door. And this is what I found. You can see that we have a broken wire and then several other wires that are damaged. So there are some of those damaged wires. First off, I'm going to advise against soldering this. And the reason for that is anytime you solder, you create kind of a hard spot, and that can become brittle and break. And remember, this is going to be doing this. So at least to some degree, this harness will be doing this. And it's part of the reason why it's broken now. But it's going to have to bend and flex at this point. And if I make if I fix all these connections, which are roughly in the same spot, it's going to make this part of the wiring harness like really pregnant. And it's also not going to flex and bend well. My solution is going to be to actually go in and make my connections further down in other places that aren't in this area. And I want to try to preserve the wire coloring if I can. And to do that, I'm a pack rat. I have saved like all this extra wiring, and I may be able to find the stuff that I need in order to do this. This is going to take a minute to fix, and I'll run the camera in the background just so that you can get an idea of what I'm doing. But I'm going to go in here and do crimp connectors on all of these to repair these, but I'm going to stagger everything so that it's not all those connectors are all in one spot, making this harness too big and not flexible. Here's my almost complete repair. I still have to hit this with a heat gun and shrink everything down, but you can see how I've staggered everything so that it doesn't occupy the same space in the harness when it all goes back together. And I'm sure I'll have plenty of flexibility, I believe, in this point right here. But I was fortunate enough to be able to find like all the wires that I needed in my magic wire pile. I'm kind of glad to keep all this crap around just for a time like this, because like I said, I was able to pretty much match up wire for wire what I needed, so pretty proud of that. Anyway, I'm going to get this all buttoned up and put back together, and then we'll test those power windows to prove to you that we actually fixed something today. Here we have my completed harness repair, and here are the busted wires. All right, it's a moment of truth. Ignition is on. That one works. That one also works. Sounds like the battery needs charging, but that looks fixed to me. I would agree with you if you said it's not fixed until it's fixed, Eric, and the problem occurred when the door was closed, so here we are. That one works. That one also works. It does go up. This one also goes up. I'm going to call that fixed. So, if you have an intermittent electrical problem, pursue it to the end, or else you may be back again and again. I'm Eric the Car Guy, here to help you with automotive issues, and if I didn't cover it in this video, I ask that you head to EricTheCarGuy.com, which is linked down in the description. Thank you so much for watching today. Be safe, have fun, and stay dirty. Leave your windows open.